Hi, my name's Ellie Upson and I'm a Senior Risk Advisor at ORNA Inc. Today, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about cybersecurity compliance. Now, when you start to think about compliance for your organisation, there are a few different places to start, but many people start with the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, and you might find yourself looking at a document that looks a bit like this. Now, this is the framework for improving critical infrastructure cybersecurity from the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And as you can see here, it's 55 pages long. So there's quite a bit to read and digest and communicate to your senior stakeholders. There's loads of great information. It's very detailed, but it can take quite a long time to digest that properly and really understand what the document's telling you. Usually what people do then is move on to some form of spreadsheet, something that maybe looks a bit like this. Let me zoom that in for you. So you have all the different controls there mapped to different areas of NIST, and people try and work through these big spreadsheets and record how they're complying with each of these requirements. And it can become quite unwieldy, quite difficult to understand quite quickly. And it's very difficult to show at a glance exactly what the organisation looks like. And so when you're trying to communicate what you're doing and how you are compliant to third parties and to your stakeholders, it can be quite difficult to do that. So this is where ORNA's risk management module comes in. So if I flick across here, this is ORNA's risk management module. And as you can see on this dashboard, at a single glance, we can see the 5 key areas of the NIST framework. So we've got identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. And we can see with a score out of 5 how our organisation is performing in each one of these key areas. So for this organisation, we can see they're doing pretty well in the protect space. They've got a score of 4.2 out of 5, but they're doing less well in the recover space. What that means is that you as an organisation can plan your cybersecurity roadmap to address your areas of weakness first. You can streamline your compliance with the NIST framework. You can optimise your security budget and spend it in the areas that you need it most. And you can improve your cybersecurity controls across the board rather than in just one area. And that over time can help you do things like reduce your insurance premiums. So, as you can see at the bottom here, we've got some performance tracking. You can see this organisation is doing really well in the recovery planning. They've got a 5 score there, but they're not doing very well in this improvements category where they're scoring a 0. But overall, we've got a score of 3.5. And this, taken from the traditional ORNA dashboard, shows us how many incidents we've had and how many we've resolved. Okay, so it works these scores out by looking at these categories here on the right-hand side. So we're going to take a look at our improvements category, this one here, because we're not scoring very well here. So each of these categories that you open up has some questions that it asks you, and you can change your answers just by clicking there like that. Now, we know this organisation is utilising ORNA, and we know that our recovery plans within ORNA incorporate lessons learned. So we can say, yes, we're doing that, and our strategies are being regularly updated. So brilliant. We can answer both of those questions in the affirmative now, and we submit that. And we've gone from doing not very well in this space to much better. We've now got a score of 5 in that area. And as you can see, our recover score has improved to 4.2. So we're doing really well now in that recover space. So we might say, well, we're happy with that area for now. We're going to focus some of our efforts and our security planning in this detect space where we're not doing so well at the moment. And over time, we can work through these different categories. We could say, well, we just want to look at the detect ones, and we can work through each of these and say, okay, well, we're going to focus some effort on our physical environment and how we monitor that. So on the roadmap for this area of ORNA, what we've got coming is recommendations that are cross-referenced with the answers to these questions and your KPIs so that you can use that to plan your security activity more effectively. You're also going to be able to generate reports from this area of the portal so that you can share your maturity assessments with your senior leadership team in high-level graphic forms like this. You can share them with your third-party suppliers, your customers who want to know how you're performing and the security controls that you're implementing to protect their data. And you can generate more detailed reports to look at specific areas and recommendations for your cybersecurity teams to start to work towards. Okay, if you'd like to find out more information about the risk management module within ORNA, you can visit our website at www.orna.app. And thanks very much for your time today.